Guys, Draskis here. Today we're playing Call of Duty Cold War. We're going to be doing the Hallows Eve Zombie Outbreak Edition. So basically during Halloween there's going to be a limited time event to where you can unlock a certain amount of achievements that'll actually get you some pretty cool stuff for the Halloween. Alright, so this outbreak is going to be a little bit different compared to your traditional outbreak. Instead of having the option to exfilling whenever you want to, this outbreak mode is only going to last 10 minutes. So you have 10 minutes to get prepared and try to exfil. Now, it's not as hard as it sounds because every 2 minutes the world has a nuke go off and basically it gets you a whole bunch of points. So as soon as you spawn in, you want to start heading towards one of the 3 anomalies spawned on your map. You're not going to know where the exfil is, so you're going to have to pick and choose whichever ones you want to. I recommend going to the closest one, and we're going to sit here and harvest up to get. So once the nuke goes off, we're actually going to have plenty of points added to us along with some scrap, which then we can utilize to upgrade later on. So we're going to roughly try to hold out until about the 5-minute mark before we hit this one. So whenever the world nukes itself, the anomaly automatically destroys itself. It's on a timer, so you can hear it beeping away, but that is why we're trying to time it up. That way we're not going to be wasting it. Nuke has gone off, and as you can see, our points have sat there and basically doubled. We're going to have a lot more scrap. Now, I do recommend holding out at least one more stage, that way you actually have enough to do something, because right now all we can do is either pack a punch or buy a jug. So as long as you're in a 4-man group and plenty of zombies are being spread out, it's not really too intense. The goal during these first few stages, though, is going to be to try to get as many headshots as possible and hope that you get lucky with the pumpkin drops, because the pumpkins do drop some pretty cool stuff like wrenches to automatically upgrade your weapon to the next tier. They can automatically upgrade your weapon for you, so definitely try your luck on getting that stuff, but don't rely on it because it seems like it doesn't spawn as often as you might think. And real quick, I forgot to mention, every single time the world nukes itself, we actually have a brand new level. So as you can see, we're on level 2 right now. Bumps us up to level 3, and then we get our points deposited. New enemy battalions. So by the time it gets to level 3 and around the world, this is where you probably want to at least have a pack-a-punch weapon and hopefully get some jug. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit of RNG. Maybe you have your weapon upgraded from like a pumpkin drop on the ground, and that part's just going to be complete luck. But you should have enough just from the base game to be able to at least buy a tier 1 armor. You're not going to have enough to buy a weapon upgrade, or at least I did in my case, and you can at least pack a punch your gun. This is definitely a decent setup as long as you're using a shotgun for tier 3 of any outbreak. Alright, so now that we've made it to the 3 minutes and 55-second mark, we want to head over to the next anomaly. We are going to be slowly progressing inside the world, so this is now tier 4. It's now time to at least camp over near this next anomaly. Now, I recommend hitting it within a minute before it actually ends the timer. So, if you have Ring of Fire, for example, it's definitely going to help you increase it while you're only on a tier 1 weapon. But basically, just camp out here until you get to this minute mark roughly, and then you're able to hit it, and you should be good. So, this guy is going to stay until the next world actually blows up, so that will allow us to get our weapon most of the way pack-a-punch. As you can see, we have 43,000 points right now. So we're not going to be able to do both at the same time, but we should be able to do one and just kill a couple more things and we'll be good. Alright, so we made it to tier 2 shotgun upgraded. 28 seconds to go before the next world tier happens, and once you make it to tier 6, it is time to exfil. It's going to automatically require you to do this. You have 2.5 minutes to get to the exfil site, clear out the area, and actually escape with your lives. Real nuke goes off. Tier 6 commences, and as you guys can see, we went from 28,000 to 58,000, so you definitely get plenty of points if you want to buy new perks, upgrade your weapons, do all this fun stuff. Now, I do recommend moving around because tier 6 Outbreak, there is going to be a whole bunch of stuff here, and as we are in a compressed version of Outbreak, it's going to give you a lot less time to actually gear up. But as long as you have all your stuff, you need to start heading towards exfil. As long as one person's over here to at least somewhat speed up the process, that'll help out a little bit. But once your entire group gets here, you need to kill everything inside the area. Now, if one dude's by himself and there's people just like slowly trickling in, the people trickling in are actually bringing enemies to the exfil site. So for example, it might say 53 right now. Someone might bring another 20 whenever they run over to this area. See how the countdown went like super low and then it shot all the way back up because someone caught up? It went from like 12 to 15. Now, if you guys are curious, that pumpkin there, that's one of the pumpkins that actually gives you the drops. So, for example, this toolkit here brought our weapon from the blue state all the way over to purple. All targets killed. You want to make sure you get underneath the helicopter and click the exfil. As long as everybody's on top of it, you'll be good to go. And you'll get a few achievements for this, too. Finish top 3 in Scream Deathmatch or successfully exfil in Hallows Eve Outbreak. I think this is the easiest way to get this haunting challenge completed, so I highly recommend doing the Outbreak as long as you can get a couple friends. If you want some help doing this, feel free to leave your name down in the comments down below, and I will be sure to try to help you guys out. But yeah, if this guide helped you out, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.